What's going on, Raider Nation? I don't get to smile much, but boy, what a game. What a game. This team is just magical. I mean, I hope the season never ends the way this season's gone. It's been fun. No, it's really been fun. Finally, a 10-win season. Haven't had one of those in a very, very long time. So the Raiders go out and take care of the Buffalo Bills, and I knew coming into this game it wasn't going to be easy. I figured, Carr, he may have set his fingers fine, but we didn't know until we see how they were doing the snaps. And as we know, he didn't take a snap under center. So I knew coming into that, it's kind of, all right, you might become a little more one-dimensional and running the ball becomes rougher. But this was an amazing finish of a game. First, of course, I'll always point out a few things that were bad. Third quarter, you all know the defense got destroyed by Tyrod Taylor. The defense is terrible. It still is. But they didn't break as bad as I thought they could have in the first half. I mean, if Buffalo stomped on their throats, the game's over. But it was only 10-9 at halftime, and you're thinking, wait, there's a chance in this game. They're not dead yet. It's only a one-point game, and then, 2 touchdowns. I mean, there was that play by McCoy that went 50-something yards. I forgot exactly what it was, but that was bad. And then, like I said, they're down 24-9, and you're thinking, okay, they have what it takes to score, but can they get stops? And they did. Was it 29 unanswered points? Yeah. That's a very magical game, to say the least. Derek Carr carried them, but of course, that's it. Only the third quarter defense is really the thing I can point out that's bad. But the offense showed up today, especially in that fourth quarter. Derek Carr, as limited as he was, and as much as the play calling had to change a bit, he was able to make the throws when they needed to. And he could have even scored more if it weren't for that first half drop. I think Crabtree and Seth Roberts had a drop. I lost it off the top of my head, but they had some drops. But yeah, this whole fourth quarter was magical. They came back, and you have to give credit to Bill Musgrave. It's one of those things where they have adjustments, but it's also the offensive line wearing down the defensive line. I mean, Carr had time, and whenever you have time, you can throw. And what do you know? That offensive line is living up to the hype that we were expecting in the offseason. It always is interesting to have high expectations, but yeah, the offensive line had a lot of protection. They were able to just wear down the opponent in that second half. I was amazed. I'm watching all the watching all that stuff. They were able to run the ball. They were able to throw. That play to Cooper was for it all. It was good. The comeback was amazing, and the defense made the stops they had to. They had to get a 3-and-out. They fed off the offense. If you're a fan of momentum, or you believe in momentum, that was how this game was. I mean, everything looked bad when it was 24-9, and then somehow they come back with one touchdown, and then the defense has a 3-and-out, and they force another score, and then there's the pick and the turnover. I mean, how about Khalil Mack, guys? We got to give all the props in the world to Khalil Mack once again. I'm like repeating myself from last week's video. Khalil Mack, defensive MVP. Derek Carr, your offensive MVP. It's really good to see the way that this season's going, just with all the so kind of moderate expectations I had. And I can say I'm wrong. I had 9-7 coming into this year. I thought, all right, it can get all the breaks to go their way. But this one, boy, the fourth quarter, they just blew them out of the water. The offensive line did. And the best part is Buffalo took like 6 minutes off the clock before the strip fumble by Khalil Mack. So, hey, I mean, what a game. What a game. I'm still scared of this defense, and I think you should still be too, and I'm going to hold back my defensive expectations. But they pulled it off today with Derek Carr and the offense. Derek Carr, I think this year has showed he's for real. It's like he's listened to critics and guys like me who've said there's ups and downs, but this is where he showed you can make the argument of MVP for Derek Carr right now. That's how much I'll say about it. It's looking legit. It's looking really, really legit the way he's been playing. And even with his finger injury that prevented snaps under center, I think they weren't even able to get a QB sneak because he would have to take a snap under center there. Like, they couldn't do a sneak. So, yeah, you could tell that his finger still had some impact, but he said it was fine, and he was able to make throws, so it showed that I guess it was fine. So it was 10-2, And once again, I got to hold back my expectations for the Thursday game in Kansas City. Why? Because the Chiefs are finding magical ways to win. All right? That's the most annoying thing about the Chiefs. They find these ways to win and they get these breaks. Yeah, I'm not even mad that they found ways to win. That Broncos game where the coach kicked a 62-yarder was stupid. And then the one that shanked off the post and went in for a win. Thank goodness. I heard today, I think there was an interception for 2 points the other way today. So, this is why I don't pay attention to the scoreboard too much. I don't need to let it get to me and get frustrated over some plays like that. The Chiefs, they're going to be a tough opponent, but the best part is they're 10-2. The expectations are going to be very low. I really like that the Raiders are coming into Kansas City with house money. That's what makes me very happy, because they don't, they can afford a loss and it's not going to be the end of the world. I'll tell you that right now. They can afford to lose, being 10-2 and all these close games that have gone their way. It really is something. Like, they've been playing to the level of the opponent where the offense has been great, the defense has been bad. So, okay, good and bad, you should be about 500 with that. But all these close games and comebacks are going the Raiders' way, and it's been a long time since I've seen something like that, to get all these close games favor you, because usually when you play that close, you're going to win some and lose some. But the two losses by the Raiders this year were both blowouts. And no, don't tell me the Falcons game was 7 points. The Falcons game was a blowout. The defense got shredded that day. So, yeah, they go into Kansas City, and, well, the Chiefs have been playing well. The thing is, the Raiders can't give the Chiefs any breaks. I don't think they can spot a lead like 24-9 and just come back again. They're going to have to keep it close and keep it within one possession the whole way through. And we'll see. And you never know. This Raiders team just can't be written off as long as Derek Carr is playing well. And what a game! What a game by Derek Carr. You got to give all the credit in the world to him and everything where it goes. See, give him my credit to where it's due. I'll take being 10-2, and I'm very, very happy of where the direction they're headed, both right now and in the long term. So, there's a lot of teams right now that the Raiders are not, and thank goodness there's a lot of teams that are worse than the Raiders. It's weird to say that, but it's finally about time. See you guys later. Go Raiders, and let me know what y'all think. I mean, they're 10-2. 10-2, and I will gladly take it. We'll see you guys later.